I'm here with Seids, who is a singer, songwriter, producer, and social media expert. You've probably seen her on TikTok, on Instagram, and also on YouTube giving excellent Logic Pro tips. Today, we're in her studio in Las Vegas, and we're gonna find out how she got her music career reignited. Can I say reignited?
Yeah.
Through social media?
It's been a journey for sure.
Yeah.
Getting to where I am.
From what I saw in your videos, it seems like things really kind of picked up during the pandemic.
Yeah.
What were you doing before the pandemic?
So before, I was working really hard on a girl group that was meant to go on cruise ships. And we had our first gig May 2020 after 2 years of blood, sweat, and tears building it up. And as you know, there were no ships sailing on the high seas in May 2020.
So wait,
This is gonna happen. I love this.
Seids has two awesome dogs, and they think I'm awesome too, which is really kind of them. So that cruise never happened?
No,
the girl group never happened?
The girl group never happened. My whole savings, all of the time I invested was kind of lost, but the lessons that I learned from building that are invaluable. So because I had actually 2 failed businesses before this one, that has helped me get to where I am now.
You know, do you want to do the interview? Give us a little idea of what was your social media like before the pandemic, and where is it now?
So, well, my personal social media was pretty much just like my friends and family throughout the years. And then I was really trying hard with the New York Harmonics, the girl group I was trying to build, but I had no idea how to do it. Yeah. And then once I kind of figured out a strategy in place, that's when everything changed for me.
You're well over 100,000 on Instagram. What about TikTok?
Same, like pretty much like similar numbers. It's so funny because at this point in my career, I really focus, well, even from the start, I try to focus on my goals, not the numbers. Yeah. I want to react the same way if I get a video that has 700,000 views or 3,000 views, because it's a video that I'm passionate about and working towards my goals. Social media is like fishing. If you put out the right kind of bait for the right people, all of your clients or fans will come to you. So let's say you want to be a producer, right? And your goal is to work with independent artists. Yeah. If you make great content for those independent artists, they're going to reach out to you in your DMs. Hey, what's your rate? I'd love to work together. And that's so much easier. Even if I know people that work with me that have like 5,000 followers on TikTok, and they're getting all of their clients from TikTok.
So it doesn't even really matter that you're reaching thousands and thousands of people.
It doesn't matter. I literally don't care about the views, the likes, comments. All I care about is my goals. I really try to get people to write down a strategy. So 1 is, what do you want to do? And that has to go first. 2, who are the people that support that goal? And then 3, what kind of content would you create for those people? Or what kind of content are those people interested in watching? And then once that all works out at the right time, if you keep at it consistently, then it's going to take off.
I love what you said just now, because you're focusing on very specific goals, not just the numbers, like views, things like that. Can you tell us some of your goals, share some of those goals with us?
So my specific goals was to work with music tech companies. So every single thing I posted was for those goals. So it's pretty much like if a video I post gets only 5,000 views, which is kind of a bad number for me and my channel size, but a company sees it and wants to work with me because of it, then that's way better than getting 1 million views because my dog did something silly outside and no music tech companies want to work with me.
So you can make a video that appeals to a handful of people even, but at least if there's 1 or 2 people that kind of need your services or could use your skills in something, then now you have a lead, right?
Exactly. Now you have a lead, you have work, and maybe a true fan. I mean, I really try to focus on 1 true fan a day. Yeah. And if you just focus on that, 1 true fan is really like 10 true fans, right? Because if you're a true fan of me, you're going to brag about me to other people, and then it really is just like once the bus starts rolling, it's like rolling down the hill, and then all of this stuff just starts happening.
So I have a lot of producers, some of them just starting out on the channel. Then there's some beat makers who are really great, but yes, everybody's looking for, a steady way to make music their career. So Have you seen this work for you in other ways, not just working with music tech companies? Have other things come to you this way?
Well, yes, but because my thing is so like strategic, that's where I get the most work and most attention. But whenever I do post a video of me singing, a bunch of people reach out to me, hey, like, can you sing on my track? Or if I post just like a beat, hey, can you produce for me? So I really know that it works, you know. And I've even had people reach out to me for sync, but because my main goal was to work with music tech companies, and that's literally every single thing I post. You won't see me posting a picture of me, what I'm eating, unless it's in front of, you know, in a studio. You won't post a picture of me on a beach unless my laptop is open and it has Logic Pro. I really wanted to work with music tech companies, but I was like, how are they? If I reached out to them, they're just gonna be like, who's this girl? So I knew that if I made enough videos, they would find me and they would just come right to my email. And every week I get 4 or 5 offers asking me to make content for them.
Wow.
Every single week.
Do you now make your full living off of your social media music career?
Yeah, both 2 years in a row. I don't mean to brag or flex or whatever.
Hey, no, hard work goes into this. It's okay.
The past 2 years, I've made over 200K, like on my own, just me. So, and I really believe it's with having the strategy. And I was just talking about this to one of my one-on-ones today, is that even though I have made like more money than I anticipated making, it's really because it's not that I wasn't motivated by money, but I was really motivated by my goals. The 5 questions that I tell people to define is, 1, what do you want to do? And this is really important. And this is where the soul searching has to come in. I had been a gigging musician for so long. I'd been trying to make it as an artist for so long. And I really realized that's not what I actually want to do. That's what I thought I wanted to do. But what I really wanted to do was to be able to create, was to be able to build a business. And that's how I've formed this idea of, oh, I want to work with music tech companies because it hits all of the boxes of what works for me. I don't want to, you know, get dressed up. I want to wear sweatpants and roll out of bed and work from home. So you see what I mean? This lifestyle works. I've designed this career. So that's step 1. What do you want to do? Step 2, what is your mission statement? This is really important because this is the selfless commitment to your community. A lot of my success is because people, 1, feel like they know me, and people 2, feel like they trust me. And I've worked really hard to build up this trust, and that's because of my selfless commitment, which is, like I said earlier, to make music production more accessible to more people. Step 3 is, who are the people that support that goal? And very specifically define them, right? Don't just say, oh, you know, women or men. Like a Boy Genius fan is going to look a lot different than a Kanye West fan. And not just look different, they're going to shop different, they're going to buy different, they're going to almost talk different. So really define that. And then step 4, how are you going to reach those people? And that's where the marketing comes in. And for me, I wanted to do social media, but you can do paid ads if you want to go down that road. You can do outreach, which is spamming. Spamming works. There's a lot of rejection if you can handle it. I'm too soft for that lifestyle. And then the other one is you can do networking in person. You know, depending on your goals, that might be the best bet for you, is to get out there and make friends, because ultimately people want to hire their friends, right? If someone says, Sabrina, or Seids, I need a photographer, I'm going to call my friends first before I put a blast. And then the last question to define, and this is really important, is how are your fans going to support you? And this is where the sales come in, because there's, even at NAMM, so many creators came up to me with way more followers than me, and they asked, how are you making so much money? Or how are you converting this to sales? And it's because I have a strategy in a way that they're going to support me.
Wow.
So those are the questions you can define. And you can download my free How to Build Your Business worksheet. That's just on my link tree, and I'll give it to you to link. But that's just totally free. And if you have the strategy, every day you can work towards it step by step. So when someone says, Sabrina, do you want to do this? I consult my strategy. And if it's not going to help me, then I say no. And if it is going to help me, I say yes.
We're going to get back to Seids, but first, a word from our sponsor. If you're writing songs and producing music at home, you should be sharing them with the world. It's super easy to get your music out there using DistroKid, the sponsor of today's video. DistroKid lets you upload your music to Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, pretty much everywhere. Best of all, they make it really easy. Just upload your track and some artwork, and they do the rest. DistroKid also collects earnings for you when your listeners play or purchase your music. And they help you market your music with some tools built right in. A hyperfollow page lets you share your latest music with your friends on Facebook or pretty much anywhere you can share a link. And they can easily follow you to get notified of your upcoming releases. I've actually created 2 videos on DistroKid that will hopefully answer all your questions about how it works, how you upload, and how you get paid. You can watch those videos right here. And if you're ready to sign up, you'll find a link in the video description that'll give you 7% off your first year of DistroKid membership. We're going to continue talking to Seids, but I want to take a look around your studio as well, and then we'll come back with a few more questions. Take us around.
Logic Pro.
Oh, wait a second. Wait, I have to ask a question first, because the first thing I noticed when we walked in here was the desk. This is a really nice desk.
Yes, this is by Session Desk. They're based out of Frankfurt. They just started a U.S. operations. This wood, they told me, I think is from Norway. So yeah, and it was built, I think, in Portugal, and now got shipped over to me. This is like the best, one of my favorite things in the studio for sure. And just getting to see the owner, because I'm also an entrepreneur, so I just have a strong connection for entrepreneurs, and just he came over, and he was just here yesterday, and he just tightened everything for me and checked out my studio, so it's just really sweet.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's so nice. Okay, so then I see you're running Logic Pro. We got it up and running right now. That looks like a Mac Studio.
Yep, this is the Mac Studio.
What interface do you use on a daily basis?
Oh, so I use lots of different interfaces. Right now, I'm just the Apollo Twin. I also will, use the Apogee because I need more inputs. So sometimes I'll use the Apogee Boom for more inputs, and the Duet 3 for more inputs. Or the Duet 3 is kind of like my travel interface because it's just so easy to travel with it.
True.
And then I'm using the JBL monitors and sub.
Oh, by the way, I'll put links to all of Seids' gear under the video so you can check out everything that she's got here.
The keyboard is Novation Launch Key.
Wait a second. The Novation Launch Key is built for Ableton Live. Did you ever use it with Ableton Live?
No. They have a way to connect also to Logic.
Oh.
They do some Logic things too, apparently.
So you can do Logic specific things with the...
Yes. Yeah, they're linked with Logic too.
Okay, just to remind you guys that Seids is a Logic expert, tips expert. So I'm going to put links to all her stuff. You can learn so much about Logic from Seids. And also, you have a course, don't you?
Yeah, I have a Logic Pro crash course where it's just 45 minutes and you can get all of my hot tips and tricks very quickly. You're basically watching it on 2 speed because I don't like long, boring tutorials. So this is not that.
Yeah.
And then it also has an ebook that you can go through and see each of the tips outlined in specific chapters. For example, piano roll, arrangement, mixer. So just while you're recording, you can go through and check the tips.
Excellent. Okay. Link to that is also below the video.
So I actually just got these. These are the Neumann Berlin NDH30. And these are really great for mixing because they're open back and they're super comfortable.
I have those and I really like them.
These really make me feel like I'm wearing like earmuffs. Or like true cans. When people are like, oh, you put the cans on.
Yes.
I'm like, yes.
The build quality of these headphones is really high. Have you tried this with SonarWorks? Have you ever used SonarWorks?
I have used SonarWorks. I haven't set it up in this space before, but I should.
SonarWorks and these NDH30 headphones, next level.
So I'm working on manifesting some closed back headphones from somebody because I keep getting open back headphones. And as a singer, it's not ideal to record with them because there's bleed. So there is a closed back headphones post in Seids' Future on Instagram. So you should see that so that we'll hear from some companies. Yes, that's on the manifestation board. So the microphone I'm using is the LCT 1040 by Lewitt. It's over there. It's my fanciest mic in the studio. So that's the one I use when I'm really trying to record vocals properly. And then I'm using the Shure SM7DB. This is awesome.
This is the new one they just came out with.
So there's a cloud lifter basically inside, so you don't need a cloud lifter. And I was having problems with my Zoom because I do a lot of Zoom calls. And there was just like a weird hissing. And the minute I used this microphone, it disappeared.
Wow.
So happy days.
Did you have the regular SM7B before this?
So I don't like ragging on the other microphones I was using.
Yeah, that's fine. I see a couple other things on this table, and I want to ask you about them. This mouse looks really interesting. What's that?
So this is the G703, and this is my Logic Pro Tips mouse pad.
Oh, wait, this has your name on it.
This also has my name on it. Lario made these mouse pads, so we did a collab together where he's mostly an FL Studios guy, and I'm 100% a Logic Pro girl. Yeah. And we just put like my favorite Logic Pro tips on a mouse pad and sold a few of these. So this is a limited edition.
Wow. So we can't buy these then? No one can buy?
No.
Oh.
You can keep an eye out for the next drop if there's another drop. But
oh, I like that. Okay.
Or you can find some on the black market.
Oh, black market. I did see a notebook here.
Oh, yeah.
What do you use your notepad for?
So this is basically just my to-do list, but not even that, really just my random thoughts of the day. Mm-hmm. I have a different to-do list where I do time blocking. So that's another thing that I built. It's on my website. It's like a music creator planner. So it basically has like where you can, should I just show it?
I have like a long list of to-dos, but a lot of them don't get to done.
This is my planner that I built. So I do time blocking. So I'll write down like 10 a.m. to 12, gym, lunch, just my content checklist. And yeah, it just helps me stay like, I'm a workaholic a bit, but I still have a lot of tasks throughout the day that I need to make sure I do.
You've talked about a lot about all the different things you've done and how purposeful everything is. And you're very focused about your stuff. Mm-hmm. But this might be a lot for somebody who's still just getting started and who may want to follow your path on social media in promoting their stuff. Is there a way that people can learn from your success?
Yeah, well, I post a lot of free content on how to build strategy. So I have like a free download that you can download my steps for building a social media strategy and also for how to build your music business strategy. Mm-hmm. And then I also host a lot of free live classes because I have a personal mission to make music production more accessible to more people and also music entrepreneurship more accessible to more people. So I'll try to get brands to sponsor these classes so the classes are free. Oh. And then, lots of people can come and just meet other people and ask me questions.
I want to attend one of these. So how do people find out when these sessions happen?
If you download one of those free things, you'll automatically be on my mailing list. So I'll always send out an email about them. And just on my Instagram and TikTok, I'll always post about any of the free classes that I'm doing.
So this is the easiest way. I mean, you can actually have a session with Seids and learn about this stuff. It's free too. So, wow, that's really cool that you're doing that. You're giving me some ideas of stuff I can do too. I love this.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've always, even though I'm a musician and a music creator, I really feel like I have that like entrepreneurship like cell in my body. That's just really, I just love creating in general, not like just music. I love creating music, but I love creating lots of things, just ideas. Yeah. And I also feel like the psychology of why someone buys something and how someone buys something and how to reach that person is really interesting too. Do
you have any advice that you could give to females in particular, female producers out there?
Yes, so many things. A lot of females ask me, what do you do in uncomfortable situations? Mm-hmm. And I always tell them it doesn't matter if you think they're going to change your career, if it's Drake. Like if you are uncomfortable, just leave. Mm-hmm. Because that is a toxic community and whatever they promise is probably a lie anyways. And they probably won't follow through. And if they don't value and respect you at any moment, they never will.
It's excellent advice.
I love that.
Yeah. And there are so many talented people that aren't like that, So you just have to find them. And I really do believe in like the law of attraction. If you're accepting that kind of behavior, that's what you're going to get.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. You've given us so much. You just dropped so much good quality knowledge just now. And I'm sure there's a lot more people can learn from you. Thank you for sharing all this with my audience.
Of course. I been watching your videos for a while, so this is so nice that you invited me on your channel. Thanks for having me.
Of course. I'll put links to everything Seids under the video. Do check out her Instagram, her TikTok. You'll find tons of logic tips for free. And also her YouTube channel will be linked right here. And
make the music you love.
See you later. Thank you, Seids.
Thank you.
We're having so much fun with these dogs here. They both want to be part of this interview so bad. And they're making every noise possible and trying to get our attention so much. They're so cute. You're going to take one of these home with us today.
You can take either. You can take them both.
Leo's jealous.
Leo says no.